well, I don't have no TV in my room, and I don't really want to pan around my whole room or anything like that, but try to find a spot to kind of center on, speak about some stuff. Um, there was a fire truck here, well, in front of the house not too long ago. I don't know what was going on. I done messed around. I got on the tank top, and so part of my breast at the top, not the nipple in it, but it popped, not popped, but it was kind of spilling over. And I'm sitting there being nosy trying to see what's going on or if anything at all was going on. It seems like it wasn't anything because they pulled off shortly after that. And, kind of spilling over. And I'm sure they was having a good time watching, looking, or whatever. And I realized, and I'm like, first I was like, I don't care. So I'm being nonchalant about it. But I had to hurry up and be like, no, I don't want nobody looking all in my business like that. So I got up or whatever. And then closed the curtain and then it was gone. But anyway, that's not what I'm on here to talk about. I was thinking about, just speaking of looking across the street and stuff like that. And seeing the same household. Well, I'm saying it's two specific houses there. A lot of stuff just has been on. And seeing kids get in cars and cars start rolling. And you trying to look out. I go and let the parent know before, letting the authorities know because it's like, okay, y'all need to watch our kids better, much better than this. How y'all let a child go outside and get in the car and all that without y'all even knowing what's really going on? That happened, and I've seen times where, of course, shooting has been taking place. I don't know if even, I don't know if it's gunshot holes or bullet holes in a, at a certain house. Of course, cars have been keyed, glass have been broken. I'm laughing because bricks been thrown in windows and TVs and stuff messed up, and then they come asking me, did I see it? And absolutely not. And if I did, absolutely not. But I didn't. But still, if I did, absolutely not. That ain't none of my business. I'm not here for that. I don't mind helping out neighborly people and being a good neighbor, but I just can't do it. It wasn't set up like that. It wasn't designed like that. So now you figure it out. Because my tags have been stolen and stuff like that in the past, and just little crazy little stuff. And if you think anybody came and offered up any information regarding my situation, absolutely not. And so, dang, I hope nobody walk in this door. But yeah, what else? There was something else I was about to talk about. Oh yeah, when people's quote unquote parents, because it wasn't, one was I guess a step parent figure, but mom and the person of her, I guess her so-called love interest would leave. Next thing you know, there would be this guy sneaking in, coming in, making himself comfortable, all types of stuff after they would leave and stuff like that. And it was just funny to me. I didn't ever say anything. I just watched, I observed. Again, it wasn't meant for me to say stuff. So, just speaking on that because, again, just looking out and seeing when something is just directly across the street in your view, and you know that God have you in this position, so it was meant for you to at least observe. He ain't really, even at this point in time, after all these years, he ain't even really let me know what to do with it. But I've observed, and most of the time I pray about stuff, but sometimes I just sit and I watch and I formulate my own opinion or whatever, but most of the time I keep that to myself and just, kind of humor myself. But there's some crazy stuff going on, and beyond tired of seeing it. It's been 11 years. I mean, beyond tired of seeing it. And I had some early trauma in life, and then I had some late trauma in life, and some of that stuff just tried to contribute to the late trauma. It was just crazy. And I just one thing I wanted to mention was how I find it so funny how they all, and when I say all, I mean all, can name them off, but I'll just mention some titles or some labels or whatever. They all turned on me when I didn't allow them to do what they wanted me to do. Well, I didn't allow them to do to me what they wanted to do to me, and just like I said, it's the get down or lay down mentality. And to this day, I really still don't care. Even in the midst of, again, my daughter being gone, and I mentioned that because that's part of the turning on me or trying to get me to do what they want me to do and all this and whatever. And mind you, when I did spend that time in that jail, I don't feel like I was supposed to, shouldn't have, but it is what it is, it happened. Nobody, of course, nobody helped me directly. I guess some people would think they did a favor for me by getting my children and all that, but nobody helped me. So again, that just showed me the type of people I've been dealing with up close and personal. Nobody put out nothing missing or anything about me. Nobody went on a search, nothing. But I guess it might have been because I still don't have all the details. It might have been because people already knew where I was at and they just felt better with me there than at home where I mind my business. Where a lot of times if I don't mind my business, it's because it comes to me, or you done did something so flamboyant to where you're trying to draw attention. But that's the crazy part. So yeah, just like I said, just all turned on me, all did stuff against me, all came against me, and I'm beyond tired of that. Of course, it's made to feel like I'm losing and make me feel like I'm a failure. I don't even feel like just as sure as I said I do not care. We do not care. I do not feel like a failure. Well, I do not believe I'm a failure, because some days I do. I feel like a failure. Yeah, low key, possibly high key, but no. The thing about me is I know better than that. I just know, yeah, and I believe in God, in Christ, there is no failure. In Him, there is no failure. So, the enemy is defeated. Even still, I can be honest, he's wreaking havoc. He's trying to find somewhere to get comfortable amongst somebody, somebody I'm familiar with. But, woke up from, of course, a couple of dreams this morning, and some of them was, one of them involved where I was using somebody's hand and I'm just not going to mention that person's name because I just don't want to. I was using their hand. I was in a shower at a certain location, and I was using their hand to wash me up with soap, and I see myself soapy, but I was using their hand like as a rag. I don't know if it was their right or left. I believe it was the right hand. I don't know, but either way, using them to wash me up and this, that, and the third. And it's interesting. And then some other things going on. Of course, another person in the dream was saying, yeah, no, don't, basically like don't clean her up or don't let her get clean yet, and let it be known that she's still hostile or something like that, or she's hostile. And they were trying to ease and tell it, or just, I don't know. One thing about it, I didn't like it, didn't care for it. But one thing is, I'm glad God allowed me to have that dream and just showed me some stuff. And like I said, I know, who the people were in it. And then I do need to mention that the person in the dream, they had a low haircut. And this would indicate something like from the past, because nowadays this person has, they don't have that same hairstyle. So, anyway, but yeah, just all those feelings, all the people that turned on me and all that. I'm not thankful for that. I don't like that stuff has happened. I don't like that people are like that, but I'm thankful to God that He has kept me through it, and for whatever reason He keeps on having me keep trucking, and I don't even be feeling like it. I don't even want to, but I keep trucking. And then I just had an experience where some relief came, and I'm just so thankful for that. Needed that in my life. So seriously. Also, we're supposed to have this trip or whatever planned for this upcoming week, but I didn't already canceled it, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to still go, follow through with it or whatever. But I guess it was the way they was doing it the way that I booked it or whatever. They was taking too long to take the funds out. Nowadays, I'm just starting to see a lot of people is not trying to take they really not trying to. Well, it's not a lot, but some people are really not trying to be as quick to take your money. And I'm like, what's going on? Maybe they just know that, this person, somebody's going to cancel maybe they've had too many times where it was just cancellations, whatever. But it was like 3 or 4 days, and the money was just floating there, and I was just like, okay, now y'all take too long to take my money, so I don't know what that is. I don't know if I need to go about another way of doing this or whatever, but yeah, so then I have something that's supposed to be coming up within the next like 10 to 15 days, and not ready, I'm not feeling ready for it. Trying to get ready so I don't have to be, trying to stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Want to just get past it or whatever. Just like behind me. What else? Let's see. I got a lot that I can speak on just regarding how people have been so just trifling, man. Trifling and conniving, and then, get mad or feel a type of way when you do not want to deal with them. Don't want to deal with you up close and personal. Like, I can do whatever I want to you, or I can attempt to, because I'm just not that type. And then you better still, care for me and want to deal with absolutely not. Absolutely not, baby. I don't rather be alone, but I will be alone before I sit there and let y'all just continue to try to abuse me. I'm going to tell you that. And then, because if I respond back, then I'm going to get caught all these crazies and psychos. Oh, she this, that. No, it's like, oh, yeah, you're supposed to just let us do whatever. Absolutely not. I still don't understand why, with the so-called racial divide and all that, why would you even want to get over close to people that do not want to deal with you? I do not knock on nobody's door that don't like me. I don't want to be near them. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? If it's obvious that you don't like me and I ain't dealing with you, I'm not even checking for you like that. So that's the part as far as the so-called racial thing that be going on. And I'm not saying racism don't exist. I'm not saying that people are not walking around with racist mentalities, but I'm just saying, I feel like it's a bigger picture. I just feel like it don't matter what color you are, black, white, blue, green. I'm not checking for you. If you really blatantly, frankly show me that I don't want to deal with you at all, then I'm not checking for you. Now, if I've been up close and personal with you and we done already been there and done it, we was dealing with each other, it might be a little hard to separate. But, baby, it'll come a day when I be like, oh, okay, I'm going to holler at you. On the flip side, and I choose the flip side. I don't choose this side because I can't. I ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? People want to live. You're here, you want to live. Not just a vibe, not just, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's been some storms over the past couple days. I think I hear some thundering now. I've been enjoying it, getting rest and doing some other things. Ooh, it's loud too. But yeah, let me go to my little favorite spot. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm still here. I'm just kind of covering the camera. But, I ain't checking for y'all. Y'all ain't checking for me. And so, I just noticed how people really try to, oh, we want to see what's going on. And I mean, they literally will say, that house, what's up with that house? Like, none of y'all business. If I didn't invite you, if I didn't, let you in, then it's none of your business. And then if you just trying to pile and just want to know something just for the sake of knowing and not really because you want to make a difference, bye. Move along. I don't really know where all this, I do, but I don't know where all this is coming from because I haven't experienced anything. I'm just going off of the past stuff where people was just like, oh yeah, that house. And I was like, what? Even a person that have been up in here would say something, this house or that house. I'm not coming to that house. What? What's the problem? This is the house that you didn't, you know what I'm saying, made yourself very comfortable in. You got fed, you cleaned up, you know what I'm saying, and more. And so, I just didn't get it. But basically, it's almost like trying to seemingly spoke a curse over, or trying to speak a curse over myself and my house and stuff, and the people that was living here. but it's because it was really taking a shot because you can't get in. What's your boy say? You can't get in. How you going from outside of the I don't even know what all that means, but anyway, he wasn't invited, and it's okay. But now that I see, people that was invited, they didn't. To me, they didn't do right with it at all. Didn't take advantage of certain stuff, opportunities to help and to benefit and to build up. I don't want to be around you no more. That goes for all. Like the all that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. It goes for all of you. Maybe that's daddies. That could be grandparents. That's definitely, parents, moms, brothers, sisters, cousins, those that I just named. That could be brothers, sisters, cousins of an individual I met you. Bye. You're not welcome. You're not invited in. It is what it is. Yes, it's me protecting myself, my peace, and everything else that I have, but not really my stuff. Definitely the people here, but it's me just flat out just saying no, thank you. I try to politely decline, respectfully decline, or let you know. They don't like that. So anyway. Of course, some stuff still like seemingly ongoing and just people just doing some wild stuff, and I'm just like, ugh, they're gonna like me. But yeah, I'm just liking to document the ways that I feel, the ways that I think, things that have happened, because I just pretty much literally have nobody that's on my side. I have people that's on my side that's in another country. Like that's been rocking with me, that's been loyal, and of course they haven't dealt with me up close and personal, but they still have dealt with and gotten to know who I am. So like I said, even when I was dealing with somebody before, and he was like, them ways, and he kept on trucking. But when I got to something, I guess where I was walking down the street and I was just letting him know, no, I'm not for that. I'm not here for that. And he didn't like it, and he went on, but I don't know, people be alright. I got messages in my inbox where one person was like, I miss you, just let me know I miss you, and this, that, and third. And I'm going to always, if you had me messed up, or if you come at me a certain type of way, and you was the last one to do that, the next time I talk to you, more than likely you're going to reach out to me. It's not that, oh, you're going to need me before I need you type of thing. It's just when you do reach out, because we need each other as people. Or at least one other, a few others or whatever. Reached out, and I'm gonna let you know, well, the last time you spoke to me or whatever, you said something to me, this is what it was. And it wasn't nothing bad or anything, it was just the truth, or, or something to say the fact. And it is what it is. And that's okay. I feel like we should be able to discuss that. And I feel like that's how you get to the root of things, when you sit down and you have those discussions. Well, you did this, and I don't know how you meant it, but this is what it was. I don't know if you was busy that day, this, and the third, whatever. I don't know. Or if you was in a rush, or if you had some other things going on, but this is that. And then you come up to me, hey, I miss you. And really, this is what he says to me. He says, I miss you, my sister, which I really appreciate it. But, okay, that's fine, and I'm still your sister and everything, but the last time I talked to you, if you didn't have nothing else to say to me, or you didn't respond or whatever, which is, I have learned, everything doesn't need a response, but at least acknowledge, hey, I seen what you said, I don't have an answer or any insight or whatever regarding that right now, but, if I do, I'll get it, I'll get back to you. So, that's how I want to be treated or whatever. I have in life avoided some conversations or some stuff, because most of the time I avoid that because I'm not going to interact with you no more at all. Like, I don't see where I'm going to interact. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but I don't see where I'm going to continue to interact. So I'm out. Baby, when I'm saying bye, I'm out. I'm not going to keep on saying anything. So that's that. And just that one situation that, of course, not just hit home, it was like at home for me and affected me and stuff like that. That close relationship that I was in for 9, almost 10 years or whatever. And like when I finally was like, I'm out, I'm going to continue to communicate and there was things that happened that caused me to, at least strongly made me feel like I needed to reach out, but I feel like even some just caused me to reach out. But I didn't keep on saying anything to this person. I went on about my business, and that was just that. I was still observing certain things that, happened. I don't want to say regarding them, but that would regard them and that they would kind of be interested in being. And I was like, I don't want to keep hearing about stuff like that or whatever. My feel to that was, you don't want to keep hearing about it. I don't want to keep experiencing dealing with none of it, because it's like you tried to pull me into it, then you tried to get yourself out of it and then run and go hide. So you telling me that you're not trying to hear about that stuff when this is something that you kind of introduced me to that I wasn't trying to. I mean, literally, I was asked and told, and they say you can come over there, this, that, and I guess I should have took it as, do you want me to come there, though? But I heard, through him, he said, you come here, this, that, and the third. And then you mess around and you just, try to leave everything behind and not clean up your mess. And I'm like, But anyway, yeah, so I had stopped the communication. And what else is going on? Definitely in 2018, I wasn't communicating until, people, I mean, literally, just gotta be honest, people started dying and stuff. People started not just dying, they got killed. Like, that's murder. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, wait a minute now, what's going on here? And that's one thing where I was like, well, I'm glad that I have definitely kept my distance and I hadn't really connected to these people like that. Because look what's going on. And there's people in the younger generation that's dying off. Some in the, some older generations too. But in a generation under me and then in a generation or two older than me, it's dying off or whatever. And things happening. And again, it was centered around this one person. And I was just like, well, wait a minute. To me, I would look at it as, okay, God is really allowing removal of people, and I still kind of look at it like that today. God is allowing removal of people that would be able to influence you strongly to do probably some, not even borderline crazy, but some crazy stuff, or just some downright nasty stuff. And I can say that because I experienced it on both ends, from both people that was deceased, like influenced. And so, that's how until it's explained to me or shown to me any other way, I don't know. But then it kind of got a little deeper, and my son, my child, was shown something. Ooh, he was shown something, and I was like, what? Wait, what? And like, it was really on some like Cain and Abel type. So, when I say that, I'm just saying family members murder, or family members seek to kill, or whatever, and family members could be jealous, or whatever the case may be. And so, in my household, I just try to definitely teach I have 2 boys, one is older, one is younger, and try to teach them that, we're going to respect each other no matter the age, no matter who's younger. We're going to love each other, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's doing better in a certain area than another, that's fine. Then you excel in another area. Y'all are individuals. So that was what I try to instill in them, especially my oldest son, who could potentially be affected by, or like try to follow in those types of patterns or whatever, because it's bloodline. But anyway, yeah, all of that. I'm just tired of the messiness, and then I don't even really get to speak on my side and my end of it, because I have separated myself from that. One thing is, I separated myself, so all I can do is go off things that I remember from the past, but I can't go off in any new interactions because I don't really interact with them. And who wants to truly turn away or be away from what they known as family? I have to call them relatives because I'm related, but who wants to be away from their family? I mean, now my daughter is kind of showing me, either you don't consider us family, or ooh, there's a little rascal out here. But yeah, you don't consider us family or something like that, or you just playing games or whatever. I don't know, but I taught my daughter, my children, period. Like, we don't play games with people's emotions. We play board games, we play video games, we play games on our devices, but we don't play with people's emotions. So that's where it's really throwing it. Like, maybe, you know what I'm saying, she considers us less than. Maybe she just feels like she's just related to us. And, you know what I'm saying, if that's the conclusion that she's coming to, then what, you know what I'm saying, I can't make her think otherwise, and I'm not going to try to make her think otherwise or manipulate or control. I can let you know where I'm coming from, you know, regarding my love and my care and concern, and show you. But, you know, she had her way of thinking too, is thinking that, you know, like when I lost the job, which again, that was a whole strategic setup type thing. But when I lost the job, she said, you know, I feel like we're moving backwards. And I'm like, the same day, I ain't getting no time, no nothing. But I feel like we moved back. And I'm like, okay, well, you need to let your, as I always say, let your feelings be indications that something may have changed or something is going on. That don't necessarily mean it's going wrong, but don't let it dictate. So when she said that to me, I was just like, well then, honey. I'm like, so you go out here and get a job, maintain, hold down, this, that, and that. And I'm just like, I didn't feel like that, because I feel like if she does and when she does, she will do well at that. You know, I think she will do what she's told. She will behave. I know that's how I raised her, but you know, then it could be an old switcheroo, and it might not happen like that. But anyway, you know, just mentioning those things, like, yeah, I'm distant from my relatives, and really speaking on like whose last name I got. I've seen that for myself. I didn't see it up close and personal, and a part of me just really don't never even want to get up close and personal. But what I seen at even a close distance, I didn't like what I seen, and like I didn't appreciate it. And so, you know, and it made me feel like going off, and I actually inboxed people. I don't know if they ever read it, but I went off, and I had a few choice words or more. And just let you know, I don't get down like that. I don't want to deal with people like that. I'm tired of it. And then when you just keep on, you have a male in your life who just keep on introducing you to different supposed to be his family and stuff like that, but it doesn't work out, and you start getting all these different step sisters, step brothers, this, that, and the third. That's one thing where I would give it to my maternal side. She held it down, you know. When I was only introduced to that to that one. Well, I was introduced to a family when I was younger, but then I was introduced and pretty much brought up and raised. It was more stability for the, at least 20 years of my life, knowing those same people instead of changing up, switching up. Now, she switch up today, whatever. Hey, it is what it is, because I'm not even over there. If I see you in passing, hey, it's pretty much hey, hi, and bye. Don't really want to get to know nobody else like that, but it's just something when you are introduced to all these different people. And so that's on my paternal side. That's what happened a few times, more than I, you know what I'm saying? And to me, it's not outrageous like I've seen some other ones do. Like on my kids' paternal side, I've seen I cannot call them higher ups, but they're older generations who went before them, introduced to so many different, you know what I'm saying, different people, different aspects, didn't know whether to call them cousins or siblings. And so, it's really that serious, it's really that real. So you would think I would be grateful that that's all I interacted with was about 2 or 3 or 4 different families. But that's still tough. That's still hard on somebody when you get used to and adjusted to a certain set of people, and then you just gotta automatically change up and start referring to these other people as your sister. And don't she look like your sister too? Don't she look? No, I don't see it, but y'all can keep saying it until y'all believe it or whatever. I didn't see it. No, she looked like her daddy that you had her with. She looked like the combination of you and her dad. You know what I'm saying? Not mine. And that's not being funny. That's just, I'm not gonna do this with y'all. And so I had to leave it alone. And then when you have dads that put their mother, their grown mother, who have made it, who have pretty much raised them. Granted, she might have struggled raising you, but their mother and other people before their own child, like, it was so much. That's where the disorder came from. That's why I was like, well, dang. So you supposed to put your mom before the children that you have, and I just, you know what I'm saying. So basically, I just got rejected on a lot of ends, and I'm a person that knows how to give, like I try to say, a polite rejection. But yeah, They just rejected me like in a harsh type of way, and it's kind of like throw you in the trash, throw you in the garbage. You ain't nothing. You ain't gonna never be nothing. I'm not saying that they said that to me, but I'm just saying that's what it made me feel like. And I've even told some I'm considered a black sheep. I feel like the black sheep. No, you're not. And no, and it was just words. It wasn't no type of actions behind it or whatever. It was, that was said, and then it was left alone. It wasn't no proof, no help, no act right. So I had a decision to make, and that was that. But really, just back on that dream. That dream was so interesting. Like, wow, just watching up with somebody's hand. That person even allowing you to use their hand. And there was somebody else in the dream that I disconnected myself from, and I don't want to be connected to again. Like, I don't want to even cross paths with this person ever again. I want to just leave it at, I love the person, but I'm good with staying away from you, because you just didn't, I had to find out later that you don't have no good intentions. You had other intentions on doing some other stuff. And this person basically let it be known that, they remembered something that they felt like I did to them, honey, in middle school. And I guess if you would have, you came around me and you sat around me knowing that you still felt like that, or you were still thinking about that this whole time, that's where I had the issue. I don't have a problem if you would have, when we first linked up, okay, so you did this to me back then or whatever, and I ain't never forgot or whatever. But yeah, that's just like the person who basically bullied me when I was in like first, second grade or whatever. Bullied me, like tried to tag team with somebody else and just jump on me and stuff like that. I don't hold no grudge against that person, but I don't sit around that person and in their face like, oh, we cool and whatever. Now every time this person see me, they always come up and hug me and this, that, and this. And I'm not laughing at them. I appreciate it. I'd be glad that it ain't nothing else. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot about that, but I didn't sit around and just be like, oh no, I'm gonna sit around this person and because they did me dirty, I'm getting ready to try to find somewhere. Man, I didn't even have to sit around them. It came to me where something came out about them that, they didn't want nobody to know about, or it kind of brought shame to their basically their family name, their bloodline name. I don't know, but anyway, so I seen that and I was like, wow. And this happened around the time when I came back and crossed paths with the person. It had just happened, like, yeah. But anyway, I just left that part alone. And that's one thing my mom said. My mom said it will catch up. She did teach me or tell me that it will catch up to them. But some people, I'm still sitting back like, wait a minute. Now, some of they caught up faster than, it was quick. Well, I'm going to say it took a while, but when it happened, it was swift. And it was like so evident that, like somebody else said, it was very significant, like the things that happened to this person will happen around. But some others, like, seemingly been getting away with running their mouth, popping off, speaking dirt on people's name, and just doing little subtle, little tricky stuff behind the scenes for so long now. And I'm just, I'm tired. And I really do. I want this person to, I don't want nothing, like, I don't want the person to die. There's been moments where I felt like, baby, I would love it if this person don't exist, or if some kind of health problems overtake this person. I really have felt like that. I'm just going to keep it real. But I don't sit back and pray, and do a seance or anything, or chant, or get a lock of hair and none of that crazy stuff. But anyway, now some people do that. But yeah, I feel like now I just want this person in their proper place and position, and I feel like they need to be in some type of rehabilitation place, an asylum, or possibly jail, but really, or prison or whatever. But really, I feel like somewhere where you're gonna get rehabilitated. I don't feel like this person is a total lost cause. Now, I could be wrong. They could be a total lost cause because of the things they have done. It would make you think, but I'm just one for benefit of the doubt. Maybe once, maybe twice. You know what I'm saying? But after that, that's it, baby. And when I'm grown and, I don't feel like you can thug me and pull the wool over my eyes like that. No. You need to, honey, one of them twins, they just, whatever's going on with that, they called the famous twin. She was like, oh, just know. With her country stuff, I love that little country dialect. Just know, I'm finna sit down. We both finna sit down. Yeah, I feel like, something needs to cause her to sit down where she cannot be being destructive to people. I do feel like whatever she have done and planted that will cause destruction in her children's lives or wherever, hey, let that be, let the chips fall where they may. That's done, that's said and done, because you did that. But as far as, yeah, she need to sit down. You need to sit down somewhere for real. And this person appeared in my dreams, so that's why I'm speaking like I'm really, really directing them in like this very present day and present moment even. So with that said, to God be all the glory. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. In my life, continue to align my life. And see, I know when I'm saying that, baby, he's going to do it. Like, he hasn't left me out. And even though others probably feel like, yeah, I'm just a lost cause, I know, I know who I know. I know who I be in contact with. And it ain't no devil. It ain't, what I'm saying, except to tell him to get on about your business. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee. The first part is submit to God. But yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Yeah, the rain is starting, the storm is coming on down, and that's that. I need to get some stuff done, so I'm out.